Today in crypto, just what the heck is the reserve cryptocurrency all about? Why all of the hype? What makes this particular cryptocurrency so interesting that Peter Thiel and Coinbase are both invested in it? And what kind of potential does this coin have for sick gains? My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the wild, wild land of crypto. By the way, if you haven't got yourself your unstoppable domain yet, then perhaps now is the time. You can get your decentralized domain name just like mine, cryptolark.crypto. You can also link your crypto wallets to your address, allowing for human readable payments made super easy with those addresses. And you can start a decentralized blog, a decentralized website, whatever you want. You uniquely own your domain on your wallet. And you can even just grab a domain speculating for future sales of that domain. Domains are available in both the .crypto and .zil addresses for all of you Zilliqa fans out there as well. There is a link down below where you can learn more and grab your unstoppable domain today. Also, quick disclaimer before we begin this video. No one paid me to make this video. It is just free information for you to enjoy. If you appreciate this kind of content, then please like, comment, and share this video around. I do personally own a boatload of RSR tokens, and please do understand that you personally, yes, you will lose all of your money investing in cryptocurrency. So any investments made should be made with that particular understanding. So what is Reserve? Well, Reserve is building a stablecoin backed by on-chain and off-chain assets. In fact, up to 100 different assets in the long run will back the Reserve stablecoin. Now, this ranges from actually using other stablecoins like USDC to including more exotic instruments such as tokenized bonds, tokenized properties, tokenized commodities. The intention here is to create a true, stable, global currency actually backed by something beyond just faith in a government. Also, RSV is fully backed and all of the collateral is kept in the Reserve Vault, which is a smart contract that contains a pool of different blockchain assets that are used to collateralize the token. Also, while Reserve is built on Ethereum, they're actually blockchain agnostic and they can integrate with other blockchains in the future. We are seeing an increased stirring in DeFi happening on other blockchains, so this is an important thing for Reserve to have. Two-way bridges will enable complete interoperability of the Reserve token across all major smart contract platforms. So what is the problem that Reserve is trying to solve? Well, it is trying to solve the problem of high inflation that has plagued so many countries around the world, ruining the lives and the wealth of tens of millions of people globally. Citizens of Lebanon and Venezuela and Iran and Colombia and Congo and Argentina and so many other countries. They have all seen crushing, devastating losses due to their weak fiat currency and lacking the tools to escape that failing currency. Many of these countries, they're suffering from double or even triple digit inflation rates. These runaway rates of inflation cause major disruptions in the wage markets. They skew borrowing rates. They negatively impact the possibility of companies or individuals to do international business and to be competitive doing that. And they also make it difficult to really have future plans for your business when you could be losing half of your fiat currency value in weeks. And no, Bitcoin is not necessarily a solution here. While the price of Bitcoin does go up over time and Bitcoin can act as a store of value, high transaction fees and the volatility of Bitcoin make it not well suited for such use cases at this time. Reserve is literally aiming to become the reserve currency for citizens of mismanaged economies the world over. And if they succeed, then it will become one of the world's most important currencies. Big picture, that is. Even if Reserve only catches on in just like a big way in just a few countries, the potential is still incredibly big. The Reserve mobile payments app, it is currently live in Colombia, Argentina, and Venezuela. In fact, Venezuela is a massive focus right now for the team. Other markets under consideration for the next phases of the app rollout include Mexico and the United States, which is very important because that opens up the door to the massive remittances market. One of the many reasons that Reserve has caught a lot of interest and a lot of hype is the people backing Reserve. It's a real kind of stop and take notice kind of list. There's Peter Thiel, there's Coinbase, there's the digital currency group who owns Grayscale and Coindesk, there's the president of Y Combinator, Fembushi Capital, and many, many other very, very big players. Considering the close connections of Peter Thiel and Coinbase to PayPal and the recent PayPal rumor, there has been a lot of speculation floating around recently about a possible connection in the future of Reserve and PayPal. That's a really far out theory right now, but it's just a little nugget of hopium for your bongs anyway. So, what about the Reserve token? Why would a stablecoin go up in value, right? Well, there's actually a two-token model. The first is RSR, that is the token that I own and that you will want to buy if you'd want to invest in Reserve. Now, this token, it is the governance token allowing holders to vote on proposals, and it gives rights to arbitrage within the network. RSR guarantees the collateralization rate of RSV, which is the stablecoin, more on that in a moment, and it maintains the value of RSV. So when the price of the RSV stablecoin goes above $1, then the protocol will sell new or excess RSV for either RSR or tokenized assets to then correct the price. RSR has an automated token burn mechanism which will decrease the supply over time, meaning that the more that we see the RSV stablecoin getting used, the more tokens will be burnt. Now, this is super important for the long-term price potential of the RSR token. Then there is the RSV stablecoin. Now, in the early stages of the network, the RSV token is backed by dollars and pegged to the dollar. Currently is backed by USDC, TrueUSD, and Paxos. Over time, this list will be expanded to include a diverse range of assets. It will move away from the dollar peg becoming a strong currency in its own right. Still very early, that's a long way down the road. Now, the early stages of Reserve, they're much more centralized in terms of their setup, but long-term, the vision is to make it so that no governments and no big entities can actually come in and control the network. The current circulating supply, it's only a little less than 7 billion tokens. There is a total supply, though, of 100 billion tokens, meaning that there is an absolute truckload of tokens still waiting to enter the market. That's a lot of supply. Only a fraction of the tokens were actually sold to the public. 60% remains in the hands of the foundation. 20% is sitting with the team and with investors, which unlock on the mainnet. Now, hopefully, a lot of these guys are going to be long-term believers. They're not all just going to be hard dumping the tokens. Many of them will be significantly up on their investments, though, so it could create some real headwinds in terms of price. So we'll need to see how that plays out. Also, we need to see Reserve really starting to nail down some more partnerships with big companies that have big user bases and can really expand the network effect of Reserve. Now, there are a few notable partnerships. For example, there's 7 Mobile Africa, which will see 1 million smartphones across Angola preloaded with the Reserve app. We can also keep in mind that this is without a doubt an incredibly ambitious cryptocurrency, but also that success, because of those high ambitions, is far from certain. Just because there are big backers does not ensure success. And yes, stablecoins, they are wildly popular right now, but that also means there's a lot of competition. We have Maker and their DAI stablecoin. We have Kava and the USDX stablecoin. There's, of course, the more centralized players like USDC or Tether. And also it remains to be seen what impact central bank digital currencies will actually have on the stablecoin market when they come out. And those are coming. It's just a matter of time. And then, of course, we have to factor in others like the corporate stablecoins, such as Facebook's Libra. What impact that will have. Again, it's likely to be very significant, but we'll see if it drives more people towards things like Reserve or more people towards the more centralized services. So therefore, there is still a strong uphill battle for Reserve to fight to gain that dominance. Also worth noting is that with the current Ethereum fees being so high, I would expect a coming announcement for a layer 2 integration, either using Raiden or Matic or OMG or rollups. Thankfully, Ethereum has a lot of options for them to use. The lead engineer from Reserves actually stated that they are looking at ZK rollups as a potential option for scaling. So let's keep an eye on that. Now, look, to my mind, Reserve, it has incredible upside potential. Rarely do we see so many big influential backers behind a cryptocurrency project like this. Reserve is also incredibly ambitious, and it has a real potential to be a disruptive force in the currency markets of countries that are hard hit by inflation. Also worth noting is that if you are buying now, then you are buying pre-mainnet. Even though there is a working app and you can get the RSV coin, we are still waiting for the official mainnet launch. That's something to put on the calendar as a potential price catalyst event. This is, of course, where the opportunity is, getting in before the crowds really start to show up. Also, buying now gets you in before a Coinbase listing, which will happen because, remember, Coinbase is invested in this. The only question is, when will that happen? Now, with a mere $50 million market cap, this is something that, in my humble opinion, can easily hit a $1 billion market cap if they can deliver on their promises. Potentially, in the long run, we could see much, much more for Reserve if they really get that meaningful adoption in multiple countries. That's a tough battle to fight without a doubt. So we'll have to see if they actually get to that point, but it's either that or you're going to lose all your money by investing in Reserve. Anyway, your question for today: what is your opinion of Reserve? Do you think it has what it takes to become a major currency player in economies that are hard hit by the curse of inflation? Or will another stablecoin come in and steal the show? Let me know down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, I massively appreciate your time, so thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to come over here and listen to this dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.